Once upon a time, in a beautiful kingdom, there lived a young man named Ashita. Known for his sharp intellect from a young age, Ashita was hailed as the future great sage by the villagers. Determined to live up to their expectations, Ashita devoured books, mastering logic and philosophy. Yet his life was far from the smooth journey he envisioned. By the time Ashita turned 25, conflicts and disputes had become common in the village, with disagreements over governance constantly erupting. Ashita, unable to ignore the turmoil, decided to use his knowledge to bring harmony to the community. He spent countless nights proposing logical solutions, only to see his efforts fuel further discord among the villagers. One day, Ashita sought counsel from the village elder, who quietly listened to his struggles before offering these words. Ashita, your knowledge and efforts are commendable, but knowledge alone cannot change people's hearts. Instead of wielding knowledge as a weapon, you must strive to understand the hearts of others. Shaken by these words, Ashita asked, how can I learn to understand people's hearts? The elder smiled and replied, in the East, there is a wise sage named Buddha who has attained enlightenment. Seek him out, and you may find the answers you seek. Inspired by the elder's advice, Ashita decided to embark on a journey to meet Buddha. Bidding farewell to family and friends, he set off. After a long and arduous journey, Ashita finally arrived at the monastery where Buddha resided. At the monastery, Buddha was meditating under a large tree. His tranquil presence seemed to purify the very air around him. Ashita bowed deeply and began to speak. Great Buddha, my name is Ashita. I have come from a distant village. Despite my efforts to use my knowledge to resolve conflicts in my village, I have failed. How can I stop people from fighting? Buddha smiled gently and replied, Ashita, wisdom is not merely about accumulating knowledge. True wisdom comes from understanding one's own heart and empathizing with others. Ashita, puzzled, responded, but isn't knowledge the key to guiding people toward righteousness? Buddha shook his head and continued, knowledge is merely a tool. What matters is how it is used. Everyone harbors ignorance within their hearts. Recognizing and accepting this is the first step toward peace. Ashita reflected deeply on these words and asked, what does it mean to recognize one's ignorance? Buddha, still smiling, explained, it means acknowledging your weaknesses, limitations, and mistakes. By accepting these, you can become more compassionate toward others. Moved by these insights, Ashita resolved to stay at the monastery and learn more about Buddha's teachings. During his time at the monastery, Ashita devoted himself to self-reflection. Initially, he found it challenging to focus during meditation, but over time, he developed the ability to observe his inner thoughts and emotions. One day, he realized he had a deep-seated desire to always be better than others. This revelation marked a turning point in his life. Buddha praised his discovery, saying, Ashita, this is a significant step forward. The key is not to suppress or deny these desires, but to observe and accept them. By doing so, you can free yourself from being controlled by them. Inspired by Buddha's guidance, Ashita practiced observing his thoughts and desires without judgment, gradually gaining deeper self-awareness and inner peace. Months passed, and Ashita underwent a profound transformation. His demeanor became gentler, and his empathy for others grew stronger. Seeing this change, Buddha approached him one day and said, Ashita, you have made great progress. Now is the time to return to your village and use what you have learned to help others. Though hesitant, Ashita returned to his village, only to find the situation worse than before. But unlike in the past, he didn't rush to propose solutions. Instead, he listened attentively to the villagers' grievances and sought to understand their emotions. Ashita's sincerity touched the villagers' hearts. For the first time, the village representatives came together to discuss solutions. Ashita humbly shared his own mistakes and emphasized the importance of mutual understanding. Gradually, the villagers began to open up, and peace was restored to the community. This story teaches us that true wisdom is not about accumulating knowledge, but about understanding the heart and cultivating empathy. We too can embark on a journey of self-discovery and growth by listening to our inner selves and others. Thank you for watching until the end. May happiness find its way into your life. See you in the next video.